free to talk amongst yourselves. Just not at a high level, but chat. Also, restrooms are down this hallway. 6134 is the number. Cam is our technical director. Taylor's on social. Becky's in the producer chair. Loretta is our co-host. And you have a broken shoulder or arm. Broken shoulder, yeah.
How'd you do it? Oh, jeez.
Come on, come up with a better.
Gotta get a better
You were
story.
on the roof and
When I broke my shoulder, I had 4 fat boys that jumped me.
But that's actually a true story.
I might have jumped them first, but then
because they kicked down your snowman.
yeah, it's my snow woman.
Snow woman.
Well, and then you tried to put chains on your tire on the side of the road in a snowstorm with a broken
Well,
shoulder.
that was different.
It didn't
that
help.
was with the broken shoulder. What are you doing, Taylor? Seems a little early for photographs.
I'm just getting ready for the beginning.
I haven't even had my makeup or hair done yet.
You look wonderful.
Oh, okay, good.
Are we on?
We are.
Excellent.
Welcome, YouTubers. Thanks for joining us this morning or whenever it is that you're joining us. Appreciate you.
Are you excited to
ready?
travel?
Am I excited to travel?
Or to be there, get there?
Sure. I don't get excited like that. Like Jackie gets super excited to go. Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
So
When I
like
get
a
there,
little
I'm
kid.
fine, but I don't get super excited to go.
I don't get that like anticipatory excitement in the
Yeah.
same way.
Welcome to the Hot Stove Society radio show on Cairo Radio. I'm Chef Tom Douglas,
I'm Loretta Douglas.
joined at the microphone by my lovely daughter, Loretta. What it is that you do? Or maybe I should say, what is it that you do?
What it is that you do.
I'd like to know. I've been wondering for 36 years.
It is that I do. No, I'm part owner of the company now. I am our general counsel, so I'm the lawyer.
You have a legal mind.
I have some days. I'm our HR director. Yeah, I kind of oversee the corporate side of our business.
As long as you stay out of the kitchen, because she thinks she has the best taste in the family.
I think that because you've told me that, and you will live to regret it.
I tell you everything that you want to hear. You're also the mother of my 3 grandchildren,
I
Adonis, Athena, and Hercules. It's nice to have you around just to make sure they're comfortable. We're coming to you from our kitchen studios at the beautiful Hotel Andra in downtown Seattle. We have Becky Guzdak on the producer chair. Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
And Cam is over there on technical, training his replacement. You know, he's a short timer.
Well, he's been here a bit.
I don't know why he hates us. We've been nothing but nice to him. Brought him up. You know, we found him in the gutter.
You're right.
And we brought him up and along. It took us 3 years to teach him how to wash dishes.
Not true.
And now he's dumping us.
Yeah. Well, he has good replacement. Dave is going to kill it.
Okay, fine. You can always watch us on YouTube at Tom Douglas & Co. Just click on the YouTube channel or listen wherever you get your podcasts, right? Upcoming classes here at the Hot Stove. That's what we do. We teach people how to cook. And sometimes they're private classes, like we had last night, a dumpling challenge.
Fun.
Or other times they're classes that we kind of make up and have fun with. My annual steak class has just been announced, coming up for Father's Day. We always do it the week before Father's Day. Maybe it's a nice little gift. I'm not sure if you want to get them out of the house and have them not cook for you. That would be one way to look at it. It's called the Ultimate Steak Class, Father's Day Edition, June 12th.
And it's at the Ballard.
It's at the warehouse out in Ballard.
Warehouse, yeah.
So that we can do some outdoor cooking.
Got it.
Yeah. We're going to talk about managing your grill, because I think dudes especially just think, oh, I'm the grill guy, right? So, but there's techniques, there's tricks to be a better grill man. And to be, you know, we think of the grill man being like your wingman. The main person's in the kitchen. I'm your grill man. I'm going to do the heat work for you. Not unlike Top Gun.
Or grill woman.
You can call me Goose. I'm your grill man. What are you laughing at?
Nothing, just where you're going with this.
Okay, good. So that's coming up June 12th. Junior Chef Camp for ages 10 to 15. This is happening twice this summer, July 6 to 9 and July 20 to 23. You can check out all of our classes at hotstovesociety.com. Taylor, what are you going to tell us this morning? Taylor does our social media.
I do, yes. So we have a lot of exciting things coming up. To start off, we kicked off Hoagie Happy Hour at Serious Pie Totem Lake. So that is Sunday through Thursday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for $10 hoagies. Then we have Coconut Cream Pie Day coming up on May 8th. And we are going to be celebrating at Dahlia Bakery with all sorts of coconut cream pie specials.
Isn't May 8th Mother's Day? Isn't that right around Mother's Day?
Mother's Day is May 10th.
May 10th.
Yes. And we also have a lot of fun and exciting things for Mother's Day. So we'll have our Dahlia Bakery pre-orders. We'll have a strawberry rhubarb pie, an Earl Grey cheesecake, as well as coconut cream pie. And then Lola will also be doing some brunch specials with their Dungeness Crab Benedict.
Taylor, I know you know about all of our Seattle Restaurant Week experiences happening around our company for the next, I guess when you hear this, next 10 days after that or so.
It's over.
Okay. So we're just going to drop that. I forgot that we're doing a little bit of a head here. Sean, will you edit that out? Thanks, Taylor. On today's show, Mother's Day. Now, either it is or it isn't. You just said this is after Mother's
so
Day.
right
now.
here. So this is going to be on Cairo May 2nd and 3rd, and
That's right.
Restaurant Week ends on May
Restaurant
2nd.
Week. Okay.
Yeah.
On today's show, Mother's Day Supper Inspirations. Vivian Irving is here from the Book Larder. You know, Mother's Day is the second largest cookbook sales day or holiday of the year after Christmas. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But it's something I love to receive. So
Yeah. And you just bought one right in front of you from the Book Larder, no doubt. Hot Stove Society tasting panel dives into mustard-based barbecue sauces. I thought we just did barbecue sauces.
We did tomato base, but then your daughter said her favorite is mustard. So she requested, this is in Loretta's
this
honor.
is my request, and I brought in my favorite. So we'll see how it stacks up.
Oh, we'll see. Annie Atherton of Explore Seattle South Side and Jose Polino of La Palmas Restaurant unveiled Seattle's new World Table District. I don't know about this.
It's kind of exciting. It's
Oh,
spoiler
I'm
alert.
part of the world.
Yeah.
How do I not know about this?
Well, they're unveiling it. They're going to talk about it
All right,
today.
good. Annie Elmore is going to bring some fresh ideas for Mother's Day brunch. Who knows? Maybe she'll sneak something from her recent trip to Belize into the menu.
Ooh.
Who knows? Catherine Anderson's going to share her beautiful new book, London Plain Flour and Cookbook. You know, a lot of people miss London Plain.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We
it
were
was
at
cherished.
Tivoli Pizza last night, and Yazoo used to be down
Yasu,
there.
yeah.
Did you just correct the way I said his
Mhm.
name?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. And of course, we're going to wrap up our show with food for thought, tasty trivia. What's your taste of the week, Loretta?
Well, my taste of the week was actually our dinner at Tivoli. Tivoli is probably the most regular restaurant that we attend in Seattle. We being my
Outside of our
Immediate
own
family.
restaurants, maybe.
probably not.
Oh.
But well, first of all, it's pizza. So like, you know, everybody's happy with pizza. It's such a cute room. They do such a sweet job with kids and families in there that it just makes it such a pleasure to go there. And I don't have that trepidation that I often have about dragging my 3 children out to a restaurant that I have even going to our own restaurants, because in some ways it's more like I know all those staff people that are going to have to clean up after we've created a dining room tornado. But I just think their pizza, their cheese and pepperoni pizza, it's so solid. Their salads are so good. It's really consistent. I love how dark they let their crust get.
I love that their customers let it get that way.
Yeah.
You remember when we opened Serious Pie, I insisted on that kind of dark crust.
And people
Of course, that's now
revolted.
20 plus years ago, but we had them all sent back as burnt. And
Yeah.
it's like, that's not burnt. That's just a black boil. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah,
his are
I
all
love
like
that. They're all like that. I
Yeah.
love that they do it. I just think it's like a perfect little pizza spot right in Fremont. There's free parking underneath starting at 6. So it's just lovely. I love taking the family there. We go there, I'd say at least once a month. And it's great.
Lovely.
Have you been to Tivoli in Fremont?
I have not.
Yeah.
No.
It's difficult to park unless you know that you
So-
go around to the alley and go
Yeah.
park underneath, right? So,
Insider tip.
yeah.
I'll remember
Insider
that.
tip.
yeah,
And
it's
then you can
right
walk
across from the
to-
statue, that famous Fremont statue.
And what we do every time is we walk to Fainting Goat Gelato across the street a block away and get ice cream afterwards. And it's like such a good little family outing.
It's family, but that is a busy corner.
Yeah.
That's a little bit scary with all those kids running around. And yesterday, what did you do? They all fainted on the sidewalk. What happened? I looked around and next thing I know, all 3 kids are laying prone position, face down, like
in the middle of the sidewalk
like a
while people
murder
are walking.
scene,
Yeah.
where you would outline them with chalk.
Is that true, Loretta?
Yeah.
It is true because my lovely cousin Mike started singing a song, and in that song, the bunny goes to sleep. And in normal circumstances, all the children lay on the ground and pretend to go to sleep too. And he did that in the middle of
Street.
the street. So everybody, little bunny sleeping.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
everybody
they
went
all
to
just
sleep.
dropped, literally.
They follow rules.
Yeah, they know.
Do they sing this song in school, or is it?
Yeah, it's a common little kid song.
I've never heard
yeah.
that before. I like it because they all went quiet too.
Perfect. Now you know the trick. You just
Yeah.
start singing "Little Bunny Sleeping" and You'll get the
I'm
quiet that you
definitely
want.
learning the lyrics. I can tell you that. They're sleeping. Little bunny's dead. Little bunny. There's all kinds of things that we're gonna get them when they need them. We need them to shut up. They're loud kids.
I can imagine.
I never felt older in my life than I do right now with 3 little under 5 running around. Plus, Hazelnut was there too.
Yeah,
So
our cousin.
4,
Oh yeah.
4 under 5 running around like crazed. My taste
as
of
you're
the-
vacuuming behind them, literally
I know.
as they drop a crumb, he's following behind them.
Every
with the
time I know
vacuum.
they're coming over, I make sure the vacuum is fully charged.
Mhm.
Yeah. My taste of the week. I was preparing for my steak class coming up June 12th, and I was making my favorite Thai beef salad with skirt steak, and I think that's just
yes.
it's a cut that people don't know a lot about
Mhm.
because it sounds weird. Skirt steak, there's an inside skirt, outside skirt. It's really from where it comes from on the animal. But point being, that is the perfect cut for a Thai beef salad. And as we talked about last week, we talked about how extending the meat, one of the ways to stretch your beef budget is by not serving so much
Mhm.
beef. So even skirt steak is probably $20 a pound, but it's also about 95% usable compared to, say, a New York or
Mhm.
and it is delicious, juicy. The only thing is you just have to cut it across the grain like you do a flank steak,
Okay.
and marinates beautifully. And 3 to 4 ounces max on your Thai beef salad, and the rest is that delicious herbaceous beef salad.
Big herbs. Full
I know it's
size.
Yeah,
spring when
some
we start
noodles.
busting out the Thai beef salad.
I
It's
know.
like the
The only thing-
ultimate spring summer recipe.
It's one of the few things I'll cheat with some tomatoes on, but right now with asparagus, it's perfect for
So
Thai
good.
beef salad. And the crispy shallots make the dish. So don't
skimp.
Either buy them or make them, but don't
You can
skip
make them
them.
in your microwave. There's no reason not to make them.
I've never done that. Could be because my microwave is downstairs and I never
Never
have
been
used
used.
it. I know. And it's a crazy expensive microwave. It's like a $5,000 Wolf microwave. Never used it. I think your mom's thawed some dog food in there at one point.
Perfect.
Yeah. Anyway, there's that. Okay, Mother's Day supper planning when we come back on Cairo Radio. It's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM.
Yeah, it's Yasu. Yasu.
Yeah,
something.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
She'll talk about him too, probably.
Yeah, I'm sure. My wife is in love with him.
Yeah. He was fun on the show. We had great conversation.
Best. Yeah.
We had about the
Very
importance of
thoughtful man.
immigrants. Mhm.
He's, in my mind, a little bit like E.T. is the same way. Very thoughtful men. I've learned techniques from both of them of just being
Of management.
less
and-
gross.
yeah. Great. That's all I ask.
I've told you my favorite thing that my daughter does to me. She calls me at work once in a while, and she goes like this, "Dad." I say, "What did I do now?" She says, "Did you say?"
It's my favorite phone call too. No, I dread
Yeah.
those phone calls.
It's only happened twice that I know of. Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to be good.
You do. You do try. You're very thoughtful.
How you doing over there, Rashida? This has been fun. It's kind of fun watching you.
You got a whole team here. What are you guys doing?
You're welcome to use the.
The hot stove team is prepping for doors.
It's not
The
going
whole
to be a
doors
problem. Your sound is not going to be a problem. Yep.
And how many bao little dumplings do you make today?
700. 800.
Wow. We're getting pupusas today.
Are we?
Mm-hmm.
Good. All right, we're back here in the kitchen on Cairo Radio. It's the Hot Stove Society Show. And we are going to talk a little bit of Mother's Day inspiration, going out or cooking. What's your preference?
Well, it depends. If we're spending time all together as a family, then my preference is to eat in because,
At your home or at your dad's home?
well, I love when you invite us over, or more likely when I invite myself over.
Yeah, I haven't invited you in a long time, and they keep showing up. So you know what that means?
Yeah.
You know what that means? Yeah. Does it happen in your family too?
I have a small family. And
Mom,
it's
what are
just
we
two.
having tonight?
Yeah, just two of them.
You're 40 years old. Whoa, what are we having tonight?
The best. But you're going to be out of town this year for Mother's Day, so you won't be hosting me. But no, my kind of name of the Mother's Day game is low effort. So, and I want kind of low effort for everybody. Like, I don't want to even be enjoying low effort while Ben is having high effort in the kitchen to
Right.
make something nice. So it's a night when I would either choose to go out somewhere familiar that we are comfortable, like I was talking about Tivoli in the last segment, or where I would say, you know what, we're just getting takeout tonight and we'll get takeout. My pick is, when it's my pick, it's usually takeout sushi because I love sushi. And, you know, we're just going to like spend the money on it and enjoy it at home where we can all run around to our heart's content. That's kind of the phase of life that I'm in.
When you get your takeout sushi, what do you get for the kids?
I'll get udon. I will get like they often have a teriyaki type bowl.
Uh-huh.
They love
Do they eat
rice.
tamago or any of that?
They'll eat tamago.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And so, you know, Bryn tries everything, so she'll try whatever.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, there's usually enough that we can put something together.
Becky, how about
Okay.
you? You're a mom.
I'm a mom,
What
but
do you
I,
have, like 8
but I-
kids?
no, just one.
Just
but
one.
He's married, so I have 2 kids.
Okay.
And I like to. Well, we've got 2 moms from my husband's side, so we usually kind of celebrate the whole weekend. And actually, one
You know,
year,
you have never been one to shy away from a celebration.
that is absolutely
love that
true.
about you,
Absolutely
Becky.
true. So I'll probably host one, and then we'll go out doing
Uh-huh.
something. And one year we came here. You were teaching a class, so I brought my whole family, and it was a Mother's Day brunch. So kind of thinking about
Is
your
that the year
Father's
we
Day.
had the hat parade?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
Good memory. I don't think I brought a hat. Yeah, I
You
was.
probably didn't win then.
No, I did not win. Someone
Yeah.
did. So we'll probably, depending on the weather, do something inside, outside. Go to a restaurant. I like to go to Le Grand. Is a really fun one in Caroline Point.
Uh-huh.
Le Grand American
God,
Bistro.
I haven't been there in 20 years.
It's just the same. It's Ted First no longer owns it,
Uh-huh.
and then the manager John bought it, and he's just got so much pride. And Kathy Rodero still does the flowers,
Uh-huh.
and it's just beautiful view, nice food, wonderful people, and
Mhm.
a lot of the staff have been there for a long time. They
Yeah.
through COVID, and that's always so telling.
Yeah.
And they just so it's lovely. That's a special place to go get brunch, or a super fun place to just go get happy hour.
Uh-huh.
So that's probably what we'll do.
I have no recollection of what we did as kids for my mom.
Oh, really?
All 8 of us.
Yeah.
My guess is we watched her cook.
Uh-huh.
For most of them.
Yeah.
I'm sure that after when, you know, we all got older, that I'm sure that we've done things.
I remember making mom like breakfast in bed as a kid,
Mhm.
and you know, you would help me make breakfast, and we'd have the tray and bring it in and stuff like that. But
Have I told you my favorite Mother's Day story about the Hotel DuPont where I used to work? I went back to visit the family. I worked there from when I was 16, 17 to, you know, for almost a year. And I was with that cherubic chef out there on the buffet line, making eggs to order and doing all the thing. You know, it's a grand hotel,
Mhm.
golden chandeliers, green velvet curtains, big round tables. The room probably seats 250 people.
Wow.
Yeah. Huge, long grand buffet. So I was always kind of proud of that, even though I was only 17, right? But when I made enough money and I was going back to visit more often, I invited my whole extended family
Wow.
to brunch at the Hotel DuPont for Mother's Day. And we had to have 2 tables because there were so many of us. Loretta's laughing at this story already. So my sister, who is a mother, Michelle, my baby sister, was sitting there next
She
to
wasn't
me.
at the time though.
No, I
Yeah.
don't think so. She was sitting there next to me. She probably was, 16 years old, 18 years old, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe. Anyways, my favorite Mother's Day story. So she's sitting next to me, and at the hotel, they come out with this little tray of all these fancy jams in the mini jars.
Uh-huh.
And she's looking at them. And I said, well, you should take them. I bought them. We paid for them.
Mhm.
And so she stuffed them in her purse. And so while I was at the other table, there was 2 tables, and I was visiting both tables. I called the waiter over. I said, I'll give you $20 if you go ask that girl what's in her purse.
That is so mean and
Oh,
so funny.
It was so fantastic.
And did he?
So it was a she.
Okay.
So she, of course, my little sister is sitting right next to my mother now. And so the waiter goes over and says, excuse me, ma'am, do you have something in your purse that you'd like to give back? Because I gave her the $20, which was a lot of money at the
Yeah,
time.
absolutely.
Right away. And my sister, Michelle, and my mother just
Mortified.
mortified.
Yeah.
And we're at the other table. We are on the floor laughing in the middle of this fancy dining room. Everyone is, because we all knew what was going to
Yeah,
happen.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Is this a
So-
typical Douglas shenanigans?
I wouldn't say it's probably not Douglas. I would say it's probably Tom.
Just Tom? Well, Michelle
Yeah.
loves you. She comes on the show a couple times a year.
Yeah, and she's doing great work down at the Emergency Food Network in Tacoma and
Yeah.
Pierce County. So
Yeah. Well,
She's
let's talk about
she's never lived it. I
Yeah.
mean, she's never forgiven me for it.
right,
really, so.
right. Well, it's a fun news story I
Yeah.
hadn't heard.
I didn't know her mouth could go that wide.
She's never stolen a thing since.
No, exactly.
Probably helped. So, Mother's Day inspiration for folks. Mother's Day supper. Where would you start?
Me, I would roast a duck because my mother never would do that for herself, but she loved it. So I would
Uh-huh.
roast duck, and I do
Is
that
that
low.
for
and
your mom or is that for you?
Well, it might be. It turns out it's for both of us.
So
But-
then you'd need more than one duck.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
a half a duck per person. Or in this world that I live in now, with my wife being like the mini me,
Mhm.
not a mini me of me, but she's just like this smaller person. She would eat not even a quarter of a duck now. So you just have to plan it out. And with duck, you have to, because it takes a lot of space on the grill for such a small portion for people, you have to plan out how you're going to work that, because every duck's going to throw 2+ cups of fat.
I know. That's amazing. Yeah.
So you have to be able to catch that fat in your charcoal grill. You have a big bonfire,
Oof.
which we don't like. So
No
Even-
fire department calls on Mother's
No.
Day.
even if you were to do your ducks in your regular oven, I would consult you to not use a convection oven, because duck, it's kind of pops when it cooks.
Uh-huh.
Sprays fat in the fan, and your convection will blow it around your oven and make a big smoky
I've
mess.
done that.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now I know. Don't
Did you do the
convection.
auto clean afterwards?
I don't think mine has an auto clean.
Yeah. Anyway, roast duck is what I would do. Loretta, what would you want if let's say I was cooking for you? You have a favorite meal that we make at our house?
Well, Thai beef salad is one of them, which is like that's a common request either for my birthday or on Mother's Day. I
Uh-huh.
feel like Mother's Day is a good time for it rather than March when my birthday is, because the spring vegetables are
There's nothing
starting.
available.
Yeah. So that is one. Yeah, I would say just grill more than I do, although I grill a decent amount in the summer. So probably something off the grill. I
Mhm.
love your like sticky hoisin ribs. Again, I think I would try and think about stuff that I don't make for myself as much as the person that does most of the cooking in our house. Yeah, I would just try and think through.
Not a good time for gnocchi.
Yeah, I mean, pasta. Who doesn't love like a good spring pasta too? That would be delicious. But yeah, if I'm calling the shots and I get to ask somebody to make something for me, I'm thinking of something that I wouldn't normally cook for myself.
Well,
But you
hoist
want it to be good too. So, right? Like if your partner is not a huge cook, that's where I'm coming from saying like, okay, maybe not that Ben's not a great cook, but you don't want to have like a bad meal or a meal where your partner is like
I hope Ben's listening
like
right
totally stressed out about making it, right? So that's
Right.
where for me that comes into the place
That's
of
part
like,
of the whole
let's just get takeout
experience.
and relax together and have nobody think about what we're doing
now.
tonight.
The good news
or-
is your husband works for Mishima Reserve
yeah,
and Beecher's Cheese.
there's no shortage of good steak in our
Yeah,
house.
exactly. Okay, Bex, coming up next, we're going to talk to Vivian Irving, owner of the Book Larder in Fremont, about Mother's Day opportunities. On Cairo Radio, it's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM.
Awesome.
Hi. Hi, Vivian. You too.
I like the tealy blue bags. I only have orange.
We had Paulina on the show yesterday.
Say again.
We had Paulina on the show yesterday. No,
No, on Zoom. When she was here in February, we weren't recording. Yeah, that'd be great.
just show her where.
Are you going to want to reference stuff in them? No. Okay. If you guys are okay.
You can always reach for them too. We're just going to get you started here. You could pull her chair over so she's not quite so far away from those.
And then if we have time, you can always pull out the London plane. Because she's, yeah. But usually time just speeds by.
Did you cut your hair, Taylor?
No, I didn't.
Oh, cute. Okay. Oh, it looks because it was behind your back. It looks like it was like
Adjust my chair here.
it's cute.
Okay.
How's everyone doing out there? Did you place your breakfast order?
Yeah, no worries.
The when we don't have quite the large house of people, we let people order off the Lola menu, so works good either way.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah.
And the kitchen seems busy prepping. So
They're doing a catering for 500 people. Yeah,
You're conveniently out of town.
which I'm conveniently out of town for. Not next year. It's on my calendar right now.
Oh, good.
All right, Vivian Irving is in the hot seat this morning. She's the owner of Book Larder. You're listening to us on Cairo Radio. It's the Hot Stove Society Show with Loretta Douglas, my daughter,
Hello.
and also me. I'm Tom. Thank you for tuning in every week. We've been on for 23 years now.
23
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how long the Book Larder's been around, but it's
since 2011.
Yeah, it'll be 15 years in October.
15
Wow.
years in October. You are at 4252 Fremont Avenue North, and I would say, certainly from what I've seen recently, the finest cookbook store in the entire Northwest.
Thank
So
you.
I like the focus.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
It's really fun. Tell us about. My understanding is that Mother's Day and Christmas are the two biggest cookbook holidays.
That's accurate.
When
So,
people,
yeah, in the fall for sure, it's back to school, it's Christmas. So
Uh-huh.
that's the kind of top season. And then the second season, of course, is Mother's Day.
right?
People buying gifts for their moms. It's just in general spring and summer. People getting ready for their summer reading. So
Right.
it's just a good time.
When I wrote my books, it was always either a fall release or a Mother's Day spring release.
Sure.
And so that's why I know that little fact. Now, with so many people self-publishing, that it probably can happen anytime.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us about what you've brought. You've got some of the hot titles that we should be looking for.
Exactly. So there's so many great cookbooks out right now. It was really hard to narrow it down, but I kind of prioritized, again, those books that are really spotlighting the spring and summer, as well as really bringing out some of the trends in cookbooks this time of year. So the first two are all about home cooking. So starting with eating at home. This is from Trinity Muzon Wofford. She is the co-founder of a wellness brand. She's also
The what brand?
a wellness brand.
wellness brand.
It's called Gold, Golde. And she's also a mom of two. And so between running her business and, raising a young family, she's really learned the value of, staying connected, slowing down, being present. And that really, she's able to do that through her family's practices around food and meals. So they go to the market every week. They sit around the table. And so this book is all about, creating your own cooking practice to be nourishing, sustainable, not only in terms of the literal food, but just in terms of your way of life. And so it's a book 100% from scratch cooking. She really advocates for this idea of component cooking. So, taking a slower day of your week, making a batch of stock, making soft-boiled eggs, blanching your vegetables, and then, putting those in the fridge, and then throughout the week, being able to pull from them, make combinations for your meals.
Yeah, larding
Yep.
the pantry. I think you do that
Yeah.
a lot too, don't you, Loretta?
Yeah, I prefer to do things that way rather than meal prep like entire
Exactly.
meals at once. I think it's more of a kitchen professional cook way,
Mhm,
maybe, of
sure.
approaching things also, because you're more used to your prep list has it's by
Right.
ingredient, right?
I just can't do it anymore just because we're just not home. We don't have
Yeah.
that many meals. So when I'm eating at home, I tend to do all my prep that day. So
Yeah.
what's next on your list?
Yeah, so next we have Vegetables the Italian Way. This is from Giulia Scarpaleggia. She is born and based in Tuscany. This is her 7th cookbook. In addition to being an author, she's also a cooking class instructor. So she's taught classes for about 15 years. And this book really came out of some conversations she had during those classes. So her classes start at the market. And of course, they're beaming with vegetables. And her students, seeing kind of this bounty, would ask her, why, when I go out to actually dine in an Italian restaurant, are there only so few vegetable dishes on the menu? It's a lot of pasta and pizza.
Sure.
And so she kind of took that to heart and, really sought out to create a cookbook that really spotlights eating vegetables throughout the year, because Italians, when they cook at home, that's their focus. They really, make what they have, make what the land has given them for the season. And so that's kind of her focus.
When I asked that question over there, there's not even a salad on the menu. They go, oh, no, that's what we eat at home.
Yeah.
We don't eat that out in restaurants.
Right.
That was always what I was told forever.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the book is organized by cooking method or cooking approach. So, vegetables being tossed with olive oil or sauced or twice cooked. I thought it was interesting. Italians are known for overcooking their vegetables. And so, but learning that, they get a lot of flavor out of that. They boil them, get that kind of, buttery texture, and then saute or roast them for more intense flavor. So
Just a style.
Yeah.
Bridget was talking about that last week when we were talking about peas in the risotto, and
Oh.
she said they cook them a lot more than we're used to.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a style.
All right. What are you obsessed with? I see it.
Yeah,
Obsessed
so
with.
yes, exactly. So going into this season, this was the book I was probably most looking forward to, and it does not disappoint. So this is from Ella Quittner. She's a writer based in New York, but I really enjoy her story. So she started her career on Wall Street, and within a couple years decided to pivot to food media. And so she started working at Food 52. And to kind of distinguish herself, she used her data background to basically find the article with the most comments. And that article ended up being about bacon. And the comments were quite lively in terms of people trying to justify their case for what was the best way to prepare bacon. And so that kind of was like a light bulb moment for her. It turned into a column that she did for Food 52 called Absolute Best Tests. And so this book is kind of it's not a carbon copy, but it's a similar take on that approach. And so she's got 24 head-to-head tests, everything from bacon, yellow cake, poached eggs. And she essentially, runs them through different permutations, whether it's temperature or technique or the coding, and then, pulls out the best of those tests that she's done to create a mother recipe. And then she'll also has a couple of additional recipes that are riffs on those or things that she's just learned through the process.
That is so
Kenji.
Kenji Lopez, all, but it's at the same time, I think the distillation process is a little bit different.
Exactly. So I would say
Yeah.
this is actually less sciencey than like a America's Test Kitchen or a Serious Eats. It's really just kind of her curiosity and kind of her interest. And I think the ultimate conclusion is there really is no best of anything. It's
Uh-huh.
just, what
These are
you're.
great ways to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Kinda
But
thought-
does she also say what her favorite bacon is?
The favorite bacon.
Yeah,
so,
like a national brand, or does she go into that at all or not?
She visited a couple of like festivals.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if there's like a favorite per se, but her favorite technique is starting the bacon, like thick bacon, starting in a cold cast iron pan, and then layering the bacon kind of on top of each other, so you get some of that soft chew as well.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Mm.
All
Bacon
right, what's
festival.
up next?
Yeah. So next up is baking book. You got to have a baking book. So this is Morning Baker. It's from Roxana Jolipat. She is the co-founder and head baker of Friends and Family Bakery down in Los Angeles. So this is a follow-up to her first cookbook, Mother Grains, which is all about whole grain cooking. And so this really just basically goes the next step and takes those flavors to the next level. When Roxana and her co-author kind of wrapped up the first manuscript of this, it was twice as big as this book. And then when they reviewed it, they realized over half of the book was about morning baking. And so that's why they
They
decided to kind of hone in
split
on
it
that.
out,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So it's just got Roxana's, tried and true morning baking, secrets, techniques, rituals, just to encourage readers to become morning bakers themselves.
Does every book have a voice? I mean, it's like to me when I go to a new restaurant, I want to understand what the chef is all about.
Yeah.
I'll order half the menu, maybe
Yeah.
all of the menu, depending on the size of it.
Yeah.
So I want to understand their voice.
Yes.
Is a book the same way?
It is. And I'll say, I usually, a lot of the books when they're released, they also, there's also like a podcast or a clip that they've done already. And I'll actually listen to that to get into their head and really
Exactly.
understand.
What a good idea.
Yeah. So that's really helpful.
Because I do think like with Kenji, you can tell his scientific background by reading the book, but when you hear him talk about it and his
Mhm.
passion for it,
Yeah.
I think that's super cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then the final two, so we've got Somalia by Ifra F. Ahmed, and then The Lao Kitchen from Sang Dwangdara. I'm really excited about these two. They really spotlight kind of a ongoing trend that we're seeing for cookbooks that have that spotlight cuisines that you don't typically see on shelves in the U.S. And so, the authors usually came to the U.S. As young children and often as refugees,
yeah.
exactly.
Mhm.
And so they grew up, cooking with their parents and their families just to stay connected to their identities. And so these cookbooks really are wonderful in terms of documenting those foodways and those traditions, especially because a lot of them have been passed down orally. And so it's just a great way to kind of
I
memorialize.
never really thought about that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So really beautiful books, on-site photography, great recipes. If you're just looking for like an introduction to those cuisines, they're perfect.
And when you see Somalia, is that the Somalian way of spelling it? Is
Correct.
that why
Yes.
it's SOOMAALIYA, Somalia, and the Lao Kitchen?
Yes.
I had so many Lao refugees come through my kitchens
Sure.
early on in the wave that came over from Southeast Asia. So it's great to see people finding their voice again.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you do author talks, and tell us a little bit more about what you do.
Yeah, so we're actually going to have Sang in a couple of weeks. So they come when their books are being released, and they, we have a moderated conversation, or they do a demo, and people can get their book signed. So it's just a really great way to bring people together and talk about.
I've been to several. They're really fun.
Yeah.
And they would make a great Mother's Day gift if you want to
An
take your
author,
mom somewhere.
author
Yeah.
talk.
A ticket
Yeah.
to an author talk.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super fun. Well, thank you for joining us, Vivian.
Thank you for
Yeah,
having
great
me.
book.
Lovely
Books,
to
I'm
have
excited.
you again. We have the Hot Stove Society tasting panel coming up next, Vivian, if you're interested in wetting your palate with some mustard-based barbecue sauce.
Sounds good.
On
Okay.
Cairo Radio, it's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Why don't you grab one of the books and you get a book in the picture?
Yeah.
Then I drink one.
Course is light.
I don't think she can say so.
How's breakfast? Decent. Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Oh, we took the tape off.
Oh, Vivian's not staying. Are you staying
No,
for
she
barbecue?
has to run.
Oh, you got to run. Okay.
Number 6 is red. You don't want to ruin your eggs Benny with mustard? Over red dye. Allulose. Tom, do you have any experience with allulose as a substitute for? I'd never heard of it either. So go ahead and. Yeah, it's a. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't spike your blood sugar.
Are you diabetic? Do you have a measurer? Yeah. You can do your little blood test. Yeah. Ah, that'd be interesting to be able to do that test right away and see how it does.
Yeah, so you can look on your phone. Yep. It's more just like an interesting.
Yeah.
Not like she's like exactly no. 11 grams, 7 grams, 12. Yeah, yeah. Right, exactly. You know how to. Yeah. Don't check the orange juice.
All right, we're back in the kitchen on Cairo Radio. Everyone's busy having their breakfast. We ordered from Lola this morning. I see lots of cured salmon, some of our maple pork sausage,
Eggs Benedict.
Benedict out there, looking delicious, and a nice little sweet mochi donut from the Dahlia Bakery. So,
Lovely.
when are they going to have time to taste all these sauces, Becky?
Well, I don't think they want to ruin their palate right now with what they're eating. So we'll see. We might kind of be on our own here.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So a couple weeks ago, we tested Kansas City style, the classic American barbecue sauce.
Tomato based.
Tomato based, yes. And Loretta pointed out that her favorite is mustard based. I didn't even know it was a thing. I've never purchased them before. And then when I was looking in the aisles for my first time, tons of options for the tomato based, but a lot less for that.
Less options, yeah, and less, I would say, mass available. Like most of the brands that I think we tried a couple weeks ago have a version. You know, I know Sweet Baby Ray's
Right.
makes a Carolina mustard version.
Oh, I never see that. I just see the
But they just don't get the shelf
Yeah.
placement in the same.
Just not that popular.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't know if it's just because I like mustard in general, which I do, but what I like is how acidic and vinegary they often are, and that's something that I think can get lost in the Kansas City style.
Uh-huh.
And I think it was one of the reasons, I think my favorite one that I picked a couple weeks ago was the most vinegary of it, because when I'm having that like juicy, fatty meat, I want the balance of the more acidic
Yeah.
sauce, I think.
My favorite mustard barbecue was from our spirit chef, Terry, who always made literally coated in Dijon, like a pork
Mhm.
chop or something. But I don't think any sugar at all.
Mm-hmm.
And just coated it with Dijon and herbs, and then charcoal grilled it right from that
Yeah.
spot. And while a lot of that dressing kind of comes off, the sauce comes off, at the same time, it also browns up beautifully. And
Yeah, I think mustard is kind of an underused ingredient in a lot of ways. Like if I'm making a roast chicken, I'm covering it in mustard
Yeah.
almost always.
I would
So,
say Terry would
uh,
not like any of these because they're
No.
too sweet. I think the French have general,
They love
they like
mustard.
sweet as dessert.
Yes.
You don't
yes,
see sweet in their cooking very much
Mhm.
like you do in Asia, right?
right.
Almost everything in
Has a
Asia
little
is balanced with a little bit of sugar, a little bit of salt, a little sour.
but I think
Whereas-
you often will see you get the side of Chinese mustard with your
Roast duck.
roast.
But that's
Yeah,
straight up.
yeah.
That's not.
Yeah,
there's no-
totally. But I'm just saying, I do think that kind of counterbalance permeates a lot of different cultures
Right.
as far as
My biggest use of mustard in my kitchen is making a little vinaigrette. I like to
Me too.
add a little.
salad dressing.
Yeah,
It also
I-
helps emulsify.
Yeah, it helps emulsify, but it also gives you that kind of umaminess about your dressing that you don't really know is there. A lot of people that don't like mustard have no idea in my mustard vinaigrette that it's there.
It's there. It's
Yeah, it's
subtle
like
note-
anchovy that
right.
way,
Same
or
kind of thing.
shiitake powder or
Mhm.
any sort of little umami character.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Laura, since this is your bang for the buck here, let's see what you thought about these mustard-based barbecue sauces. Becky, what are we tasting?
We've got 6 different ones. Kinder's Gold,
Which
Lily's
is, I believe, a brand that's now owned by McCormick Spice, if I'm not mistaken.
probably makes
Yeah.
sense.
Their shelf presence has just
Is
exploded.
You
exploded.
need to have a
It's
company like McCormick's behind you to get that kind of shelf
wild,
presence.
yeah.
Volume. Yep. Lily's Gold, Private Select Carolina inspired.
That's a Kroger private, yeah.
Mhm. Savannah Bee Company, and that's a honey barbecue sauce. Trader Joe's Carolina Gold, and then Loretta's favorite, Red Duck. And I'm curious if it still is your favorite.
It's by far my favorite.
Is
so,
it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have bought, so of these, so the Red Duck is like a longtime favorite in my house. My husband loves it. But it has gotten harder and harder to find on a grocery store shelf, I would say. I just found it at Shoreline Central Town and Country.
Uh-huh.
And that's the first time I've seen it in a long time. So I had kind of resorted to buying it online. But I had been buying that Lily's Gold when I would see it because I see that
Uh-huh.
on more shelves. But tasting them next to each other, I do still really prefer. I think it's the most mustardy of all of them.
Its first ingredient is
It's-
mustard.
The first
and there's
ingredient is
Mhm.
mustard.
Mhm.
So it's also the most expensive. I think that was a $12
Mhm.
bottle. But I just think it's kind of like the brightest. I like how much black pepper. I think it's called mustard peppercorn sauce or something.
And it's organic.
It's organic.
Yeah.
It's a company out of Portland. I don't know. It definitely still is my favorite, which was good to see. I did like the Trader Joe's one also, actually. The Kinders and the Private Select both were too tomatoey. Like they
Mhm.
have tomato as an ingredient. They leaned too much into that Kansas City style, just with a little added mustard
Mhm.
flavor. So they don't kind of do what I'm looking for, but
You see a lot of the Kansas City, the tomato based, have mustard in them. That's very typical. I know ours always did have a little mustard in it. Becky, how about you? What's your favorite out of the group?
Well, my favorite was the Kinder's Gold, but I kind of took that aside because the first ingredient is tomato puree. So and mustard isn't till number 4 ingredient. So then as I went through the rest, I was like, oh yeah, this is a mustard forward sauce. So I crossed that off as my favorite. That's what I liked. But by far the Red Duck was great. And to hear that it's organic, nice ingredients.
Wow.
I love that. And I'd say my least favorite was the Savannah Bee and Trader Joe's.
The Savannah Bee really had what I consider like a honey mustard flavor to it. Whereas I like the Lily's Gold. I liked it just as well as the
That was
Red
my number
Duck.
2. Yeah.
But I really taste French's mustard in the Lily's Gold. And I kind of like that.
Mhm,
I was
I can see
surprised
that.
by that it tastes very much like the yellow mustard that you
Mhm.
buy. And I always think of when somebody's putting together like a gourmet sauce like this, that they're going to use Dijon.
the Red Duck is more Dijon-y,
Yeah.
I think, and the Lily's is more yellow mustard
Uh-huh.
flavor. I like both.
I like them both too, but it was just a little bit of a surprise that Lily's came in with that kind of high end.
We most commonly eat these when we're having pork chops in our house. So
Uh-huh.
this is kind of like our always side sauce to a pork chop.
And do the babies like it or not?
They love it.
Really?
Yeah, they love it.
A little surprising.
All of the kids love it. Also, if we're ever having like chicken tenders or something like that, that's what everybody asks for.
Well, I'm now
So-
going to add it to my rotation of condiments in the fridge for sure. Have you ever purchased it before?
Mustard sauce?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. But I also used to make one.
That's what I was
But
thinking.
it's difficult to just like Loretta's saying about the Red Duck. You have to move a certain amount of units to keep your space on the grocery store shelf,
Mhm.
and it's hard. You're out there with competing with Kansas City barbecue or like a Bullseye or Sugar Ray's or
Yeah, I mean,
Stubbs, all those at $2 and $3 a jar,
Mhm.
and I'm out there at 10
yeah,
or
that
$12
Kinder
a
is
jar.
that Kinder Gold is $4
Yeah.
compared to
And mine is $10 to $12.
Yeah.
$3 Trader Joe's.
yeah,
Yeah.
$3.
So it's hard to compete in that
Mhm.
world.
That's what we saw with the Sweet Baby Ray's as
They
well.
also pay for shelf space
Mhm.
oftentimes, which I can't afford to do. So you just have to have a grocery that's committed to smaller local brands
Mhm.
to support these kind of products, sort of like Red Duck or maybe Lily's. I've not really seen Lily's around. So
Lily's you can get at like Whole Foods and Town and Countries. I've seen it
Mhm.
there. The Red Duck I find more often at Town and Country. Although I think more stores carry their ketchup. I see their a couple of their other
Uh-huh.
SKUs more often. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that Red Duck started as a business school project. Like
Oh, I love
somebody
those
was
stories.
doing a study on making an alternative ketchup type product, and this was their kind of faux business school proposal. And then afterwards, they took it
Just
live.
like Federal Express.
Yeah.
Or
It's-
Chipotle.
It'd be good to look back and see why.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
were they looking for a mustard sauce that didn't focus only on sugar, or like what was their impetus?
I think that it started with ketchup, and I think it was a natural
More of a
ingredient,
natural. yeah.
organic version of ketchup.
Well, we've got another full hour coming right your way. Where hopefully that you're in your garden with your headphones on, listening to us, or in your car, hopefully not stuck in traffic, or just taking a little jog around the park
Love
with your
it.
with your podcast on. We're happy to be there with you. We've got a full hour, as I said. Annie Atherton, senior content writer of Explore Seattle Southside, and Jose Paulino, owner of La Palmas Restaurant, are here to tell us about Seattle's new World Table District. On Cairo Radio, it's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM. Just bring them on over so you can see them right in there. You see them? You just have to get them on camera.
Yeah,
Well, turn the other way, but just bring them this way a little bit. So there we go.
I'm gonna scoot you guys to the right a little
More
bit,
to the right?
just because of this camera.
I think our watchers can see this view, right, Cam?
Yeah. When they speak, he switches to this camera.
Can I pull it?
Just pull it as close to you as possible. Get right up on it.
Perfect. That's good.
What's going on?
Yep. Got it.
Okay, which one is Annie and which one's Jose?
Obviously.
Never take anything for granted.
It's true.
Don't say that's true to me the way you're going to say it on the air.
What's that?
Yeah. Say that's true.
That's true.
Listen to the difference. Listen to the difference. You hear the
Yeah.
one sounds like the voice of God, and the other sounds like somebody back in the audience.
Check.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Yep. I smiled right.
Great.
We close on pupusas. Okay. I'm going to wait just a minute till we're ready to go.
Oh yeah, when I was talking about that. Yeah.
This is a cool setup, huh? Cool setup, huh?
Oh, I love it.
We try to do this off the air. So we don't... Yeah, they do. They have ours. Yeah. That's the kind of support, the kind of place that can support a smaller brand. Ready? All right. Welcome to hour number 2 of the Hot Stove Society Show on Cairo. I'm Tom Douglas.
I'm Loretta Douglas.
And we've got a full more hour, as my Golf Channel likes to say, a full more hour.
Full more hour.
coming your way. Andy Atherton, senior content writer of Explore Seattle Southside, and Jose Polino, owner of La Palms Restaurant, are here to tell us about Seattle's new World Table District. Am I saying La Palms right, or is it Palmas?
Las Palmas.
Palmas. There we go. Hi, Annie. You want to tell us about the district?
Yeah, I would love to. So the World Table District is a brand new dining district down in Seattle Southside, all along International Boulevard and Military Road in SeaTac. So right across from the airport.
Yeah.
Explore Seattle Southside launched this in partnership with the city of SeaTac to really shine a light on how many amazing locally owned international eateries, I say eateries because it's restaurants, cafes, markets, are just all along this stretch kind of hiding in plain sight. And we want to celebrate that multicultural area and get more people down there.
There's more than Denny's and 13 coins down there.
So much more.
And so is this a joint project? So SeaTac is sponsoring this festival?
Yes, it's not a festival. It's all the
A
time.
district. Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
District. Yes, but yes, we worked with them closely to launch it.
So it's 30 restaurants, cafes, and markets in the SeaTac area,
That's right.
featuring East African, Middle Eastern, Thai, Latin American, and standout cafes and bakeries. You know what makes me saddest about this? It doesn't include Le Pancake Chef.
Oh, it does.
It does. Are they back open?
They're back open.
Oh,
yeah.
tell me about that.
Yeah, they were closed very briefly
Uh-huh.
only. Much
Did Lauren?
to what's that?
Is Lauren the owner still
It's
there?
a new owner.
Okay.
And they're well and kicking, and yeah,
I know it's not ethnic, but it's a tradition. You know, it opened during the World's Fair, and it was a traditional stop for me when I would drop Loretta or Jackie at the airport, and on my way back, I always called it the Le Pancake Chef.
Yeah, for sure. No, I mean, it opened 1959, I
Yeah.
think, and people were really sad when it closed,
Uh-huh.
and maybe a month later it reopened with new ownership. So, yeah, that is very much part of this.
Perfect. Jose, tell us about you and your restaurant.
Pupuseria. It's a Latin Salvadorian cuisine. Very authentic, family owned. We started 18 years ago,
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Good.
and SeaTac has been the home for us. Great, kind of mom and pop, authentic style,
Uh-huh.
very organic, original, recipes. They're all made, with love.
Tell us about what a pupusa is.
So pupusa is basically looking at a tortilla filled with different ingredients. You got cheese. You could do loroco, which is a very authentic flour herb from El Salvador, only in El Salvador. You can fill it with zucchini, pork, refried beans, a lot of different ways. Now people really make up chicken. They
Yeah.
put shrimp in it. It's just all kinds. But the most traditional is beans, cheese, and pork.
Mm.
And then the loroco and cheese. That's the traditional.
And what is loroco?
Loroco is a flour. It's like a
Okay.
herb only found in different parts of El Salvador.
So that's what you're making the tortilla out of?
The tortilla is corn.
Okay.
It's strictly just corn flour. But the style and
Oh,
how
it's
you
a
make
flour
them.
as in a flour.
Correct.
That's what I was missing. It's like, I didn't quite get that.
Yeah, the flour I mean is the flour of the excuse me, the herb of the
Okay, yeah.
loroco.
And
That's
so
the name of it.
when I've made pupusas, I literally just take, I flatten the masa in my press, and literally just put the filling in, put two together, and
Yeah, you can't do
Crimp-
that.
you can't do that. What do you do?
No, it's special made, hands made.
handmade only.
Yep, you cannot press it down. It will not give you the texture. So as you see it there, it was made by hands, and so basically they open up a big dope, flat. They fill it in with cheese and the ingredients that
Uh-huh.
you desire. They make a bowl and then they flatten it by tapping on it.
Oh, I see.
It's a pretty interesting way of doing it.
First one I ever
Yeah.
had was above a subway stop in Manhattan.
Okay.
Somebody just had come up.
Right.
She looked El Salvadorian, but what do I know?
Right.
And but she was using blue corn flour,
Oh wow.
and
Mm.
it was just sitting there. I don't know how they do it. It's like the Vietnamese people that can sit there and squat for 4 hours at a time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how you grew up, I guess. But she was just sitting there at the top of the steps, just making pupusas on a little
If I-
cassette burner stove. Yeah.
Yeah, if I can add a little bit on that. So the traditional in El Salvador, that's exactly how it is. They're made from at home. They just pull out a grill in front of their house and they start selling pupusas. So you have about on a block, you can have 3 different people making
No
pupusas.
way.
Oh yeah,
How
and it's
cool is
still
that?
that way. It's still that way.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's interesting.
And is it a kind of grab and go food? I mean,
Grab
how
and
is it
go.
traditionally eaten?
Grab and go, or you can sit down in front of their house in their patio and just eat pupusas from their favorite location. So everybody has their unique way of building their pupusas.
Okay.
Very, very unique.
The one near my house is the place you asked me about last week, which is La Cabana.
Yeah, La
Mm.
Cabaña. That's where I last had them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got to get down to your place.
You should.
Yeah. Annie, tell us more. Tell us some other places we should be thinking about.
Oh my goodness, it's hard to choose. When we were listening to that cookbook segment earlier, I was thinking about Somalian food. There's a lot of that down in the South Seattle SeaTac area in particular, which I think a lot of people don't realize. We love a place called Zane Restaurant, Bakery, and Cafe. There's a place called SeaTac Cuisine, many others. That was
SeaTac cuisine. You'd never know it was Somalian.
no, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are really nondescript.
Uh-huh.
Like you would not necessarily know to go there, but the food is so good.
Uh-huh.
Just very, very satisfying, interesting spice mixes and flavors. So that I would say is a big category down there. There's also some Ethiopian, Mexican, Thai, Japanese fusion, Indian style pizza. There are
I've eaten there.
more than one place.
Oh, I was
actually.
going to say, yeah, there's that one. It's in
Yeah.
a newer building, and you have to kind of park up behind it on the hillside, walk down the steps. And I actually had a butter chicken pizza there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Believe it or not, there's like 3 places in the
It's a
South.
thing.
In Seattle
There's
South
one on
side that
Queen
have
Anne.
Is
pizza
there?
too,
with
yeah.
Indian style toppings.
That was the first time I'd seen it, and I was
You pulled
Flummoxed.
pulled right over.
I was flummoxed. I had to go see it. Yeah, exactly. That's how I operate, though. I drive a neighborhood sometimes, and I'll just pop into 3 or 4 joints, have a bite of each, and
Yeah.
move
Well,
on.
you should take yourself on a little tour.
Yeah. Oh, I plan on
It's
that.
Yeah.
aptly named International Boulevard. I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was made to be that. Yeah. And you can really start right around the Tukwila International Boulevard light rail station. A lot of it is actually walkable from there if you wanted to make it into like a walking tour. But there's a bunch of places right around there. And then you could also just drive like 5 minutes south down that street, stopping at little spots along the
Uh-huh.
way. A lot of fun drive-throughs too. That's like another category. A place we love called Latino Cafe. It's a drive-through, but they have like horchata, mangonadas, like just really interesting,
Uh-huh.
refreshing Mexican drinks and snacks.
And how do people kind of find the whole list of who's a part of this and where they should be going? And
Yeah.
if some places are kind of nondescript, like how do people know where to go?
Very easy. You just go to worldtabledistrict.com and we've got a nice directory and map. It also has a directory of markets. So if you're interested in making some of this global food, picking up a cookbook and then, trying it at home, there's a lot of that listed on there too.
Oh, cool. Some of those harder to find ingredients that.
Yeah, for sure.
One of the things for me is when you get into some of these ethnic restaurants is that I like, it's tradition for me to have a glass of wine with my supper. And many of these cultures, alcohol is just not available. You go into many Arabic restaurants or Ethiopian restaurants or whatever, alcohol is just not there. So be prepared to try a local beverage like horchata or, a regional
Coffee
beverage.
is huge.
Coffee
yeah,
is huge.
yeah.
Yeah, Ethiopian
You got
coffee.
a different kind of buzz.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it is something to think about. It's just if I want to drink, you have to go to 13 Coins because they actually have a bar. So
And 13 Coins is also on our directory and map because they're another local institution.
it always fascinated me that place, that was up by the Seattle Times and one down by the airport. It's busy.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
they have live music
Yeah,
every weekend.
yeah, exactly. So, all right. Well, if there was one place you were going to go to tonight outside of Las Palmas, where would it be? What's the hot one that we haven't
Place?
talked about? You have a favorite down there, Jose?
Las Palmas.
Okay, so we're at Las Palmas. What's your favorite papusa at the?
God, I'm a very lover of the loca, which is pork, refried beans, cheese, zucchini. It's a mixture,
Uh-huh.
and it's just phenomenal. It's delicious. Yeah, that's my favorite, and that's what I usually eat.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait. All right. Check out the World Table District in SeaTac City. Up next, Annie Elmore is going to join us to inspire us. She's a mom, and we're going to get inspired to make Mother's Day brunch on Cairo Radio. It's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, well, you guys come on.
So are you a fat or no fat in your masa? No fat.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Oh, move me.
Hi, Annie.
Hello.
Just lift that mic just a little touch. A little bit more. It just went right back. Better.
Yeah. Is that good?
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
You've got a little plate full this morning, don't you? Barbecue sauce, papusas. Wow. You still got appetites for anything else? We can call out for 911 pizza. I'm not used to seeing you with such a smile on your face and freckles, the whole thing. You are refreshed.
Freckles. She was in the sun, but I
Oh,
don't
look
see
at
any
her
freckles.
nose.
Oh, lots of freckles.
Yeah.
I didn't used to have them, but now I'm older and then I'm in the sun. I start getting lots of freckles.
Mhm.
It's called a sign of aging.
Tell me about it.
I always had freckles as a kid.
Oh,
I like it better when we clap.
Okay. You guys up for clapping? All right. Thank you.
Welcome back. It's the Hot Stove Society Show. Our guests have finished their breakfast and are now ready to applaud because we forced them to. Chef Annie Elmore is in the hot seat. She's recently returned from Belize, a little trip. You were in Scotland last time you took a vacation.
yep. It
This
was
time-
last August.
This time you're in Belize.
Mhm.
And I would imagine, like me, I'm projecting here, that you always bring something back from when you're out and about. And
Yes.
what did you decide to add to your life, cooking wise, when after this trip to Belize?
Well, you know, the one I was just talking to Danae this morning. The one thing that I ate so much, almost like every meal, was aqua chili and
Oh,
ceviche. And the
Mm.
one thing that I kept hunting was conch ceviche or aqua chili. Apparently, it's a seasonal thing.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Only few places have them. But I think that was one meal I told my husband, I think I'm maxed out on ceviche. And then 2 days later, it's like, okay, I'm just have
Craving
one
it.
last one.
And did your son go for any of that too?
He didn't, but he ate a lot of this Belizean stew chicken, which
Ooh.
I had to give him my portion of the food a couple meals.
Mhm.
And I was so proud of him. They did this really amazing stew chicken where annatto,
Mhm.
onion, peppers, sometimes they add curry in there too, but it's really simple, but it was just really delicious. And you stew it until like fall apart.
Uh-huh.
And they eat with beans and rice,
Mhm.
and fried plantain.
Mm.
Delicious.
I could
Yeah.
eat fried plantains with every meal.
Yeah, it was so
I
simple.
can't.
Oh my god, I love them.
Oh, I love that too. I just took he took my chicken, I took his plantain.
Perfect.
That's funny. Annie Elmore's the executive director here at the Hot Stove, and you're doing a class coming up.
Yes. So I think the last 3 years on Mother's Day, I did like moms and my little dumplings.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of spice it up this time a little bit, having mom not to do any work. So we're doing a demo and taste only brunch. So that way mom can really enjoy the time. And, mom works hard 365 days a year, and it doesn't hurt to treat her 2 times in a row of brunch for the weekend.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly. Why not? So obviously I'm Asian, so I try to squeeze in some Asian dishes into the menu. As you can see, there's gonna be the mochi cake, and then the shrimp and cilantro dumplings with smashed cucumber salad. Just something a little bit bright and delicious in there.
When you make a dumpling filling, what's your trick to keep it so that it's not too wet?
Well, if I were to, then you don't. I add my more salt than like soy sauce, because soy sauce, that's what draws out moisture from the meat. Then you have to add too much. Soy sauce has a pretty distinctive flavor, right? You just had a little bit in there. It has a good flavor already. Sesame oil is really essential in there, and then salt, black pepper. I like black pepper. I don't really like white pepper. Since I was a kid, it smells weird to me.
It does really smell weird.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, one just doesn't have the skin on it.
Yeah, but it has like this BO smell that I cannot
It
stand.
really does. It's stinky.
Yeah.
Well, we have next week. We've got Eliza Ward coming on, and we're doing a whole cracking pepper conversation.
Great.
I hope you're here.
Well, I always think of adding a little bit of cornstarch slurry, and
Yeah.
sometimes I'll add fish sauce or soy sauce instead of water to my cornstarch. So
Exactly.
you can double up on the
Yeah.
losing some of the moisture, but also get the thickening, velvetizing agent of the
Yeah,
cornstarch.
you definitely get that more velvety taste in the filling because of the cornstarch that makes it kind of like thickening.
Yeah.
I mean, if anyone ever worked with cornstarch, you have that velvety texture to it, instead of flour. And you can't, you don't see it. I don't really add that in there unless if I really have to. But I like also buying, if you go buy ground pork that is already not pre-ground, like have someone ground it so it's not like in a big chunk. So it's a little bit softer and easier to work with. So you don't have to mush it so much,
Huh. Interesting. All right. What else are you making?
Well, definitely gonna start out with the instead of like eggs Benedict, I'm doing potatoes with poached eggs and hollandaise and asparagus. But the hollandaise, I spice it up with miso brown butter.
Ooh, yum.
So
So instead of sodium, instead of salt, it's gonna be a miso in there, and then the brown butter, I'm gonna brown it instead of just clarify it.
are you clarifying? You're using clarified butter, or are you going to use the brown butter?
No, I'm not
the
using
whey
brown-
that's been browned.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, you're already cooking off all the way anyway, so it's adding a little bit more nutty texture to it.
It's almost like a butterscotch when you add miso. Do you know what I mean? That's what I pick up.
Yeah, no sugar in there though.
Right.
My first job at the Hotel DuPont, I would be on the brunch team, and I'd have to make hollandaise, 80 egg yolks,
Yikes!
and about 11, 12 pounds of clarified butter.
Oh my god!
And one would hold the bowl, and the other would do the whisk, and we'd just go really
So
slow.
2 people.
2 people.
Wow.
Huge stainless steel bowl.
How
And
long does
then
it take?
When it breaks,
Oh no!
you have to do it all over.
Oh,
again.
no.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a very expensive dish to mess up.
Yeah.
It's like all the butter and all the egg yolks that you have to go in there.
Mm-hmm. So you said potato, but a potato pave. What is that?
So this potatoes, like you thinly slice it and then you roast it, and you layer it in like a baking dish, and then you roast it covered, kind of like a scallop potato, but there's no cream or anything in there. You bake it slow until it's soft, and then you press it down overnight, and then the next day you flip it out, and then you cut into whatever chunks that you want, and then you deep fry it. So you get this super crunchy outside, and you got that layer of potatoes, and it's just super, soft and silky in the middle.
That sounds amazing.
Boy, I'm coming. to
Fancy.
that. I want that.
Fancy.
You be in Scotland, so.
Yeah. Okay, you got a pudding cake.
Yeah, so this one I stole it from our old pastry chef Stacy Fortner. She used to make this delicious cake that it's a batter, but it has a little bit of flour in there and egg. And then when you bake it, the flour and the egg rise up to the top, and it forms this little sponge cake on top of it. And the bottom is a pudding.
Huh.
It's really super easy to do and super delicious, and everyone always impressed. And I'm gonna bake that in a mason jar, so that way you can like scoop it out, kind of like summery.
And so the Cara oranges are in the pudding?
Yeah, so cara, you squeeze the juice.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I probably gonna make some marmalade or candy and then garnish it on top.
From all the rinds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're
Look at your little face.
So
Yeah.
Two
pleased and
desserts.
fancy over here.
Yeah, two
I can do
desserts.
fancy food.
All right. We forgot to talk about the salmon Wellington. We have 2 minutes because I have made salmon Wellington, and I'm just curious if you have any chance of making it as good as I do.
Well, I don't do the whole thing. I'm gonna do individual ones.
Uh-huh.
I used to work for Casper, and that was his thing. He loves doing salmon Wellington. So I learned that from him. We had that for every menu. So I think I am pretty good at it.
Yeah.
She's practiced.
Yeah.
I think the key for me on salmon Wellington is to use a thin enough crust so that you don't overcook the salmon.
Yes, absolutely.
Because if you have a thick pastry crust, it takes too long to cook. Yeah.
Exactly. You want it that nice crust, brown on the outside.
Yeah.
And because you have to fold on the bottom too. You don't want to be all soggy on the bottom as well.
Now, do you go into a hot oven with that so that it pops really quickly, or do
Yes.
you, yeah?
Well, otherwise the butter will melt out from the
Yeah.
pastry. I like to
Oh.
go high and then go down low a little bit. So 400, and then maybe turn it down after the first, 10 minutes, just to get that nice and puffy, and then turn down to 375.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Fun. Anything we're missing? Is Julie doing a little Mother's Day brunch cocktail for you?
I don't know. I thought I was just doing a strawberry rhubarb mimosa.
Ooh, lovely.
Just
I know.
casual.
Yeah.
Just a casual strawberry
It's a
rhubarb.
casual,
mimosa.
yeah.
And when is this class again?
It's gonna be on the 9th.
Saturday
from
the
11
9th.
to 1.
Of May.
Yes, because I like to celebrate my own Mother's Day too. So
Who's cooking for
She
you?
doesn't trust anyone to cook for her but her. Yeah, exactly. I have offered, believe me. She says, no, I'll cook for myself.
yeah, in Scotland.
Yeah, exactly. Why not? Actually, technically, I'll be in London
Oh, isn't that
during your class.
fancy?
Yes, exactly. All right. Thanks, Annie Elmore,
Thank
Executive
you.
Director of the Hot Stove Society. Catherine Anderson's going to come up next here 3 years after the doors closed on one of Seattle's most beloved neighborhood gathering places. The London Plain Flour and Cookbook brings the spirit of the iconic Pioneer Square restaurant, bakery, flower shop, and community hub, which I think is the most important part, right back to life. On Cairo,
Lovely.
it's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM.
All right.
Hi. Nice to see you.
Hi. I just bought this last week. Oh, you did? As a gift for my best friend who had her rehearsal dinner at London Plain.
Yeah, there were community was everything, right? Like from the people who had their rehearsal dinners there to.
Yeah, I did a chefy meal there one time.
Did you?
Yeah. I think
In
we
the
were having
early-
a pizza something.
Yeah. Yeah.
A benefit for something. I can't remember what. And Mickey Smith, the landlord, is a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Did you know? You,
Yeah, Mickey and Ryan were
Nice folks.
really good guys.
Yeah.
I feel like this is on top of me, but okay.
Oh, no, it
It's
has to be.
supposed
It has
on
to
top
be.
of you,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Mickey, I haven't seen him in a while, but he was dealing with some health stuff.
Yeah, he still is.
Yeah.
Although I'm going to meet him in Ireland in a couple of days, and
Oh, you are?
we're gonna play some golf. We've got
Oh,
him a
good.
little cart
Oh, good.
that he can be in,
Perfect.
and so yeah, we're gonna have a ball. Ireland and Scotland. Scotland.
My mom's side of the family is Irish, so
Ah.
I'm Irish and Swedish. So I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it's same as me.
Oh, really?
Nelson and Fogarty.
Jonky and Alberg.
Ulver.
Alberg.
Alberg.
Alberg. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you want to talk really close to the mic. Like,
What did you say?
Yeah.
Stay
Close to
this
my-
close.
exactly.
Okay.
And stay on it,
Okay. I will.
or else Cam will come over and beat you.
Okay.
Because that's what he does.
You know, he's
I'm
a
just
short
like,
termer, so he
do I
doesn't
need
care
my-
anymore.
Okay.
Just beats
I'll
you.
put my glasses on.
Bye,
if I need
guys.
them.
Thanks for coming.
Bye.
And when you see us do this, that just means 2 minutes and then 1 minute.
Okay. Got it. I'm ready.
All right, Catherine Anderson's joining us here in the mic at the Hot Stove Society show on Cairo, one of Seattle's beloved institutions, London Plain flower and cookbook store, I would say, and general merchandise. I always bought little trinkets there.
Yep.
Brings the spirit of the iconic Pioneer Square restaurant back to life in her new book, The London Plain Flower and Cookbook. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. It's such a treat to be here.
Yeah.
I grew up in Seattle, sampling all of your restaurants. So
Love that.
yeah, and I've always appreciated that they were downtown, and that was a really important thing for me and Matt when we found a place for the London Plain.
And when you say Matt Dillon?
Matt Dillon,
Yeah.
yeah. When we partnered up to open it, we were both kids who grew up going to the Kingdom
Right.
and to Elliott Bay Books, and we're like, this is the heart of Seattle. This is where we have to be.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I mean that brings its own struggles, though, too, right? Pioneer Square has
Yeah.
been finding its identity for 100 years,
yeah.
probably ever since the fire. I don't
Yeah.
know when the fire was, but
Mhm.
yeah,
And yeah, I mean, it does seem to be this neighborhood that cycles.
Uh-huh.
I'm an optimist. So when we signed the 10-year lease, it was like, oh, when we get to 10 years, the new waterfront will be open. It'll just really be banging.
Yeah, I know.
And then COVID came and, you
Mhm.
know, but it also feels really real.
Uh-huh.
And so grappling with everything going down there is just part of being in the city.
Well, you were such a breath of fresh air in that corner spot.
Yeah.
I think that used to be a Bank of America bank. Is that
Yeah,
right?
and then maybe a Sea First or
Yeah.
one, but and there was a huge mural on the back wall that
Uh-huh.
was of like the Klondike Gold Rush.
Oh, fun.
That it was sort of hard to like, oh, we're gonna get rid of this, but wouldn't it be cool to keep it?
Yeah.
You know.
It
but
was,
yeah.
that's a space that's near and dear to me. Before you existed,
Mm-hmm.
I used to meet my friend Kenny down there,
Mhm.
who owned a restaurant in Pioneer Square.
Uh-huh.
And I would have to borrow money from him every week to make my payroll because I was that close to going out of business. And every
Yeah.
week he would loan me the money, and then I
Oh
would
my
try to
God.
get him paid off by the end of the week. That probably happened 10 or 12 times
Yeah.
in our most dire times. And so it was right
Eh,
down
yeah.
there in that very space. And so you suffered
Yeah.
from some of that too. It's a tough location.
Yeah. It was
But
tough.
you were such a breath of
Yeah.
fresh air.
I mean, as I like to say, we succeeded at everything except maybe the numbers.
Exactly. Well,
I
it was
mean,
so
some
lovely.
some years the numbers were good, and I was just really proud of what we were.
Yeah.
For our internal community, like it was a collection of chefs and florists, and you know, almost all the servers were artists in some sense. I mean, they were great servers, but they were also painters and musicians, and
Right.
like I miss sort of taking care of them
Yeah.
and them inspiring me. But I also think we really were sort of that third place for people in
Sure.
the neighborhood. and-
Classically, yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
And you could come in by yourself for a cup of coffee and a croissant, or you could come in with a bunch of girlfriends for a celebratory lunch, or
Right.
you could come for a date, you know.
How did you translate that into a book? Because that's the energy that I feel when I see your book.
Yeah.
I get that same beautiful energy that restaurants offer, which is a
Right.
place to congregate, right? So,
Yeah, thank you for the question. It was I knew there was a book in it after we closed, but it took a couple months for that to gel, and it was clear to me that it had to be about the flowers and the food, which is really what you felt when you walked in the door, because there was that great big table with the
Sure.
flowers on it, and you see the florists working and the chefs working and the pastry people in the back. But then I'm not a chef, so I wasn't going to write the recipes for the book. I'm on the flower side. So I invited 5 of the chefs who'd been important in our kitchen to contribute sort of their favorite London Plain recipes. And then Emily Crawford Dan, who owns the Corson Building now with her husband, Matt Dan, she sort of helped me organize she had the idea to do it around the months, sort of January through
Mhm.
December. And what it means is with every chapter, you have recipes from different voices. from a young chef to a much more seasoned chef. And then there's also an essay in every chapter about that I wrote that's like, what was life like at the London Plane
Mhm.
in January? What did we like to
Mhm.
eat? What did we like to cook with? Yeah. And also an essay about, I have a flower farm as well that came before the flower shop and the flower shop and restaurant. And so what is it that I'm growing in that month? What am I harvesting? What did
Mhm.
we like to use as florists in the shop? So I guess what you get in the book and what you're referencing is that sense of community is hopefully really present in the book too.
It really shines through.
Yeah.
The spirit of that shines through. And I love how you do it by month.
Yeah.
And I immediately went to April.
Is
I
that your
opened up the
birthday
book,
month?
Yeah. No, no.
Oh,
'cause
or
that's
this month?
That's what month we were in now.
Yeah.
And when I received the book.
Yeah.
And it was just a fun way to kind of think about, ooh,
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's a thoughtful.
What's going on now?
Yeah.
My first book, we asked our customers for their what they wanted to see in our first book because I didn't know
Right.
that I didn't know that we needed a Tom Douglas cookbook, and the
They wanted
response
it.
was overwhelming, and also the dishes were somewhat surprising sometimes.
Yeah.
What did you find? What was your
Well,
most requested recipes?
I mean, the weird thing is, and it's funny you asked this now, I still get emails from people who say, I love the book, but you forgot the number one recipe.
Exactly.
So like just this week, I got one saying, where's the pumpkin pie?
Uh-huh.
Well, we made the pumpkin pie maybe 3 times. It never occurred to me to include the pumpkin pie, but that was this customer's favorite dish. And then
Right.
she said, oh, and how about the whipped cream? Where's the whipped cream recipe?
Uh-huh.
But I mean, there were iconic recipes that had to be in the book, like the plain bread that Michael
Mhm.
Sanders developed with Matt Dillon. And I'm never going to make that bread. It sounds way too complicated to me, but that essay in the book and recipe that Michael wrote it's an amazing sort of love letter to baking bread.
Right.
And so there are things like that are quite complex. And then there are other things like I think it's in this month or maybe next month of feta and pea and
Mhm.
quinoa salad, sort of covered with herbs. And that's, I can make that. And I think we were, when we opened it, when Matt and I opened it, the idea was to be really vegetable forward, sort of, inspired by Ottolenghi in London and have those sort of scoop and serve room temperature vegetable salads. And so there are a number of those throughout the book that, I think people wanted.
Ottolenghi's had a little bit of success writing cookbooks.
Just a little.
Just a little. Yeah.
I know his was, I was the buyer for all the hard goods on the shelves and I would order cookbooks and his was the only one that I ordered in a certain
At
volume.
a case.
Yeah, case at a time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Working with Matt Dillon must have been an interesting thing. What
Yeah.
a creative genius that
Yeah.
guy is.
Yeah.
All the way from his time at the herb farm to
Yeah.
throughout his businesses. I understand he's on Vashon now,
Yeah.
but what a special time for you.
It was. And, so I met Matt because I opened a little flower shop in the Melrose Market on Capitol Hill. And he had his second iteration of Sitka and Spruce
Right.
directly across the hall from me there. And we recognized a shared sort of approach to things that grow and how to present those to people in the world, how to share our passion for food and flowers, and that it wasn't like there's a food bucket and a flower bucket, but it's all on a continuum.
Uh-huh.
And we were like, we got to do something together. People told me it was a crazy idea, don't do it. But yeah, he has such creative energy and it was amazing. He did, he had a sort of a momentum and so was opening other restaurants too pretty quickly. And so he had to attend to those. And that's in the end, I really was working with Yasuaki Saito.
Mhm.
He was
He's
sort of
got
my-
momentum right now, doesn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
he taught me so much about hospitality and just how to be there for everyone who walked in the door.
Mhm.
He does that incredibly well.
Yeah.
I think we ate at Tivoli last night, and
Oh, you
it's
did?
just he has a style, and I think
Yeah.
his energy lends itself to a style of just like this very kind of welcoming
Yeah.
atmosphere. And then his own, when he's there, which I don't know how he is
At-
everywhere at,
right,
one
it's-
time,
I
but
know.
he is somehow everywhere at once.
I know.
Last night, I think, was the first time I've ever eaten at Tivoli, and he wasn't
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But that presence, you know, that just
Yeah.
kind of brings people in.
And what he and Matt share is a real, like a genuine heart
Mhm.
for.
Well, and you do
yeah,
too. I'm sorry
well,
you
hopefully.
left yourself out of that
Yeah.
equation there,
Yeah.
but yeah, you
Yeah.
bring that same
So,
energy and passion to the
Mhm.
project.
Yeah. So I did bring some flowers. These are from my farm that I always start the season harvesting narcissus. And one thing, you know, the locally grown flower scene really followed on the heels of the local food scene. So we're maybe 5-10 years behind that, but it's now really taken hold in the Northwest. There's the wholesale growers market down in Georgetown, where it's a cooperative of local farms that sell their locally grown flowers. And these, my farm is out in the Snoqualmie Valley. My family has a larger property there called Oxbow Farm and
Wow,
Conservation
yeah.
Center. And so I, in 2008, carved out a couple acres for myself there. And some of the first things I planted were these cheerfulness narcissus. And they're very fragrant.
Mhm.
They are. They're
yeah.
too much for me.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
Jackie loves them,
I
Yeah.
love them.
and she
Yeah.
forces them is it Christmas that we have them?
Those paper whites.
Your
Yeah.
paper
They're
whites,
very
yeah.
smelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where did your love for farming happen? Had you always grown things, or?
You know, I grew up sort of following my dad around the garden. And so it was born as a kid in my
Mhm.
backyard. And then
Nostalgic memories.
yeah.
that's
And I
wonderful.
was in journalism and then circled back.
Are you doing something at the Book Larder that people can come see you?
I did something at the Book Larder. I sell a lot of books at the Book Larder. You can buy the book there. You can buy them at Third Place Books. You can buy them on my website at londonplainbook.com. And I have a discount for listeners, which
Uh-huh.
is Hot Stove 20,
Wow.
if you want to put that in. I should check in with Vivian and get back to the Book Larder because I
Well,
love them so much.
When you have time, I'd love to team up with you and we can do a little chefy, flowery thing
Oh, yeah.
together here
Oh,
at Class at
fun.
the
That'd
Hot
be
Stove.
awesome.
Would be good fun.
Fun.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
Let us know when your travel schedule, when your book tour
Okay.
allows room for that.
Thank you guys so much for having
Catherine
me.
Anderson's been here with us. The London Plain Flower and Cookbook, stories and recipes by you and your friends.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
It's time for Food for Thought Tasty Trivia, brought to you by Rub with Love Spice Rubs and Sauces on Cairo Radio. It's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM.
Yeah. Oh, who gets the book?
Which couple gets
Oh, so will I pick one of these? Yes. Oh no. Kevin and Jolynn. Yeah,
Boy, you had a 50-50 chance there.
I know. I know. Oh, you are, so you can share.
I bet. After you get a picture of it.
Oh, yeah. Why do you want my picture? Yeah, and there are a lot of recipes in the book that are food and flour. Like we talk about how much like I would bring in peonies from the farm, and the chef would be like, "Oh, can I have some of those? I want to experiment."
You know what dish I stole from Matt years ago was pickled rose petals.
Oh yeah, and we have like pickled elderberries in the book and pickled green blackberries. Yeah, so there's good stuff there.
a favorite month?
Okay. Yeah, look. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Okay.
Give her your Sharpie, would you?
Oh, that's why I brought this Sharpie for you.
You can be like Donald J. Trump and sign everything in a black Sharpie.
Or like Tom Douglas.
guys read Unreasonable Hospitality by Will Gadara?
Part of it.
Madison.
That's who Brian or Mark Canlis, that's who they left to go partner with on.
I just started listening.
Ryan left.
Yeah, I started listening in the car. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I
Andy
read
Myers got a new
parts
book
of
out
it.
too.
Yeah, he's coming out in this fall, and I was excited to see if we can get him on the show.
Are we going over here?
Yes.
There is another wonderful.
Which is what? Uh-huh.
All right.
You know what a bechamel and cheese is called? You call it a Mornay. That's the French term of the Mornay sauce.
That was a trivia question coming up. Gave it to him.
Was it?
No. That's a good one though.
On a stand.
It's probably
Oh, just
easier to
bring 'em around
stand and then. Okay, yeah. But the key is whoever's talking, you get in there. Yeah.
Yes, make sure. Yeah. Right up. All right.
Julian,
It's
can
time
you-
for Food for Thought Tasty Trivia brought to you by Rub with Love Spice Rubs. Let Rub with Love help you with your Mother's Day plans. Why wouldn't you? If you're cooking at home for mom or plan to bring her to a gift or of a if you're cooking at home for mom or plan on bringing her a gift of a lovely food product, why not make it Rub with Love? You can stock up at your local grocery stores like Met Markets, Town and Country Markets, Thriftway, Made in Washington, QFC, or a Pacific Northwest shop, or D&D Meats in Montlake Terrace.
There we go.
Why wouldn't you? Okay, Becky, what are we going to do here today?
We're going to finish the show with trivia, and we've got two lovely guests from the audience, Kevin and Jolynn, and they've listened to this with their family members in the car. So it's kind of fun that you're here, and I'm excited to have you here. The first person we're going to go will be Loretta. You each get 5 questions, and the winner will take a stroll in the gift shop to get a spice rub. All right. Loretta, question number 1. What's the name of the soft cheese made by draining yogurt and is a staple in Middle Eastern brunch spreads?
Lebna.
You got it. Number 2, which food expands more than almost anything else when heated, up to 40 times its original volume, and it's not a marshmallow?
Which food expands
Mm-hmm.
when you heat it?
40
Up to
times.
40,
40 times. It's kind of, yeah, I had
With a
to,
shrimp chip?
nope. Oh, that's a good one. You might have to put it in oil.
Donut.
Popcorn.
Popcorn. Oh.
Yes, popcorn.
Interesting.
Number 3, which spring herb with a faint anise note defines Provençal vinaigrettes?
Tarragon.
Tarragon it is. Terry used to love tarragon. Used it a lot.
Yes, he did.
Number,
He always wanted to retire in Provence. That was
Yeah.
his goal, yeah.
yeah. Number 4, true or false? Whole wheat flour always has more fiber than any white flour.
False.
That is false. There's many processing factors that change that. Final question. Which fish is the poster child for releasing its white, curdy layer of coagulated albumin when its internal temperature approaches 140 degrees or when cooked with higher, drier heat?
Salmon.
Salmon it is. I got it in stereo. Good job. 4 out of 5.
Wow, you're on the money today.
Yeah. Okay, Kevin and
The
Jolynn.
Lebna, I didn't think I thought it was going
Oh,
to trip you up.
No.
No.
I like to start the first one easy, but then that's not fair because sometimes I just don't get it right. Number 1.
Sometimes you're just not fair.
We're
Oh.
okay with softballs.
You okay with softballs? Okay, great. What type of cheese is traditionally used in a classic Greek salad?
Feta.
Feta it
Good
is.
job. Way to start it off.
Yes. Number 2. What actually makes a popcorn kernel explode? Oil, heat, or trapped steam?
Trap steam.
Trapped steam. Each kernel is a tiny pressure cooker waiting to blow.
The drama.
Number 3. What is the name for a mixture of fat and flour cooked together to thicken sauces like bechamel?
A roux.
A roux.
Whoa,
Kevin,
these
you're
guys are too
screaming.
smart for this show.
I know. True or false? Salt speeds up vegetable fermentation.
That's true.
Sorry, Jolyn, it's false. It's salt slows microbial activity, helping control fermentation and prevent spoilage. But final question for a
All
tie with Loretta.
Okay.
True or false? A wetter dough will generally produce a more open crumb structure in bread.
Say that one more time.
A wetter dough
A
will
wetter
generally produce a more open crumb structure in bread.
True.
It is true. Higher hydration allows more steam expansion and irregular air pockets. So we've got a tie, 4 out of 5. Good job. Okay, let's see if Tom's going to tie it up.
Why wouldn't he?
Why wouldn't he? Which wine is classically used in a French coq au vin?
Red wine.
True.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Which type?
Well, beef bourguignon would be a Burgundy.
Uh-huh.
So are you asking for a specific
That's it.
region?
It's a Burgundy.
Yeah.
Good job.
Which
Okay.
is, you know what a Burgundy is? You know what type of grape it is?
Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir,
Yes,
exactly true.
yes. All right. Number 2. At what internal temperature does a popcorn kernel finally bust? You've got a 25-degree range.
Oh, great. Thank you for that. Well, I think of steam happening at 200 degrees or 212, somewhere in that area. So I'd say the internal temperature has to be in that range.
Sorry, 350.
That's ridiculous.
Wow.
It is ridiculous. That's when the starch inside gelatinizes and the hull gives up.
Well, you told me
Wow.
the steam is what makes it pop.
Okay.
Which is it? Hmm.
Well, the steam comes from the internal temperature. All right, number 3.
Moving on.
Moving on. Induction cooktops heat pans through what type of energy?
Induction energy. Sean, what is Sean? Tell me. Electromagnetic.
Nailed
I feel like
it.
I said that.
All right. Number 4. What modernist technique creates liquid spheres that burst in your mouth? It uses sodium alginate and calcium to form thin gel membranes, famously used for caviar pearls. This is not you. And cocktail garnishes. It's that modernist name.
Yeah, gelling.
It creates those spherification.
Yeah, gelling.
All right. Number 5. Final question.
I guess that wasn't.
Is multiple choice
Did you know?
spherification? Oh, I thought.
Spherification?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I thought that.
Number
no.
one, that term should never be used in the kitchen. Spherification. What does that got to do with anything?
Exactly. It's like
Yeah.
foam or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 5, multiple choice. What type of fruit is often called king of fruits in Japan and can sell for over $100 each due to its meticulous cultivation? Is it a jackfruit, a crown melon, or a yuzu?
A crown melon.
It's a crown melon. It's grown with a one tree, one fruit method to maximize sweetness and texture. 3 out of 5. So we've got a tie with Loretta and our guests. Tiebreaker, just yell it out. What is the Japanese term for skewered grilled chicken, often cooked over charcoal?
Kebab.
Yeah.
Shish kebab.
I love it.
Yakitori?
Yakitori it is.
okay.
Loretta's the winner.
I think he had it.
This has been fun.
Good. Thanks for
Yeah.
stepping up
Thanks
to the
for
mic,
playing.
Kevin
A
and
lot of
Jolyn.
fun.
Thank you.
If you want to be part of the show, you can join our community on YouTube Live at Tom Douglas & Co. or buy a ticket and join us here in the studio at hotstovesociety.com. Our show is produced by Becky Guzak. Our technical wizard today is Cam Thomas. And our apprentice, Dave Marshall. Our talented editor is Sean. Please don't call me Del Torre. If you missed any episode, make sure you go to the Hot Stove Society show on Cairo Radio 97.3, and you can listen via podcast or subscribe to your favorite podcast app.
Thanks for listening. Happy Mother's Day.
You'll say it again on the next one.
Let's just try it again.
Thanks for listening and happy Mother's Day.
There you go. Hi, I'm Chef Tom Douglas. Quiet in the kitchen, please. Hi, I'm Chef Tom Douglas.
And I'm Loretta Douglas.
Today on the Hot Stove Society radio show, our guests include Vivian Irving of the Book Larder in Fremont, Seattle's New World Taste District with Annie Atherton. We're going to explore Seattle's South Side in the city of SeaTac. And Catherine Anderson with her beautiful new book, The London Plain Flour and Cookbook.
Awesome. All right, you guys.
You guys can pick out a spice rub because they won the book, so you can win the rub.